So we're gonna be having Stryde versus Whimby up next.
Alright.
We got this is a Clairen Kragg set, which I know this matchup can feel very obnoxious from. Clairen doesn't have too many good ways to really deal with rock. Like, most of the options she has are super high commitment, and Nair is also really inconsistent at it. So unlike some characters, she can't really just like hold a button and reflect Nair.
I see.
She has to time it and space it super well. I think like only Tipper Nair will break it, and Nair's a move with like flickering hitboxes, and it literally like physically moves behind her. So managing to deal with Kragg zoning can be difficult, and especially ledge trapping is like a big deal for Clairen because her recovery is so meh.
Yeah.
But if you're able to start punishing Kragg in a good position, things can definitely go your way pretty quickly. Oop, I did not change the player name there. Alright, there we go. Alright, now let's jump into this. I'm definitely interested to see this is Stryde's first Rivals Recess, and I believe Whimby's second. So both of them having a pretty good showing here. Right at the gate, I will say that gates, I would personally in this matchup, for starter bans, I would almost always ban Merchant Port and Gates. Because for Merchant, Kragg has a lot of room to outzone you, which is kind of what he wants in most matchups, but especially one like this, where you kind of need to camp the character. And then I would ban this stage because Clairen's kill power isn't the best. It's not bad, but it's not nearly as good as Kragg's, or most characters for that matter. And the blast zones on the stage are pretty wide. Being said, Stryde is already showing pretty good defensive play. I like these tech chases as well, doing a good job controlling the platform.
Ooh, good weight on the roll there.
Yep, Whimby does not tech. I think that would have been techable. Definitely something you want to be wary of if you're a character that is vulnerable near the ledge like that.
For sure.
Just knock at the shards. Yeah, I don't know if Nair is really how you want to be ledge trapping Clairen. I know Spike can be tough to get past. Sometimes just shards can do a ton of work. But
take my word for it.
yeah.
I play neither of these characters.
Nice flappers. Doesn't get too much off it, but always a fun tack to see. Yeah, this is the part our Stryde needs to start looking for. A kill confirmed. There we go.
Right? Ah, I can talk.
Yes, you can.
Talking's kind of hard.
Not a matchup you know a lot about. Understandable. Ooh, I think Stryde's tech chases right now have been a little iffy. I think the platform tech chases at the start were kind of nice, because it looks like Stride's making a lot of right guesses, but doesn't actually know what tools they should be using to punish. So the main ones that I like are down tilt and down air. If you hard to tech in, you could probably do something funny like side B, but on DI out a lot of the time, I'd say wave dash down tilt, and like sometimes
Down the recovery there.
yeah.
Ooh, that might be a dead Clairen. Nope.
Nope. Be a little slow here.
Whimby not quite dead yet.
Nope. And back on stage.
Ooh, misspacing that up strong. That could have been a stock.
And there we go, we're getting the fair. Definitely want to make sure you're holding out on down B spikes if you can, even near ledge like that. Because you have a ton of hits done.
Stryde just needs 1 or 2 good more hits, but Kragg can make up this damage pretty easily. Kragg on last stock is not always as easy to deal with as people might expect.
Yeah, this character is a survivor.
Putting on the damage, Stryde really needs to find a kill soon.
Yeah.
Waiting for the rock throw. Up strong.
There we go. Yeah, no DI from Whimby right into the sword. But Whimby's definitely starting to figure something out right here. And Stryde's still kind of struggling to find these kills. So that's something that's going to be really prevalent going further on in the set. And we have Kragg on Air Armada. That is terrifying.
Oh boy.
I would say you should probably permaban this stage versus Kragg, is honestly most characters.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. I don't really like the stage, so I also have personal bias. This is not a great stage to end up fighting Kragg.
This is not a great stage.
I would agree with that, but not everyone will. So I don't want to be too harsh on it. Yeah. So like Stryde right there, right? You got a prime opportunity for an up strong. Backer up strong is, in my opinion, one of the easiest up strong confirms. Especially considering it's a lot more reliable than grab up strong, which is like the only one I've seen you go for so far.
Yeah, grab up strong is like a hard DI read.
Yeah, grab strong is just also kind of a meme, but when it works, it works.
Yeah.
Ooh, very nice. I've been using those a lot more. Yeah, up tilt and up air, up strongs. I think Stride's kind of approaching a little bit too much right now. It's been a big issue. It's tough because, like, at least in theory, when you're behind like this, you should be approaching because you kind of have to. But when Clairen's forced to approach, especially against a character like Kragg that's so good at catching approaches, you kind of just make things more difficult for yourself. You need to be playing it super slow, and I think you're playing a little bit too fast. And maybe he's able to easily find the holes in your game plan. Ooh, this is a really good string right here. Some solid damage.
Good recovery there. Ooh, could be bad though.
So one thing to remember, if you won damage off of detail, that's like relatively consistent and easy, you can just go for double detail off the first tipper. You don't even have to move.
Ooh.
There's an up air.
That is an up air.
Yeah, I think for Clairen, if you do a double detail tipper, you get like 18%, and you can literally just kind of mash for the second detail. So that's something I think most people should have in their kit. It's kind of free. I think the tower counterpick's pretty good, personally. I'd say Clairen's pretty solid on this stage. Crack's not bad on it, but there are significantly better Kragg stages. And the platform should help with approaching him. He's been making pretty good use of Nair so far, just doing a really good job. Just managing the outspace Clairen. It's not really something you think too often. Yeah, so Getting the joy from Stryde, hanging on to the, or like living the fair right there. So when you're edgeguarding Kragg, I feel like detail at ledge, it can be good, but it's generally a little bit too safe. With Kragg, you kind of often have to make some hard reads here and there. Otherwise, he's just gonna make it back. It's difficult to properly edgeguard this character. But if you can find ways to challenge Pillar or challenge him on Pillar without leaving yourself too wide open.
I think a pretty good one is like if they're pulling rock, you can probably just like jump down and tip or dare, and because you have a big distron on it, it might also break the pillar.
I don't believe you can break Pillar with tip or dare, but what you could do is if he has rock, then he's forcing a no attack, so you could just kind of get like a free F strong.
That too. For some reason, I feel like I heard somewhere that dare is big enough to hit both Kragg and the pillar from above.
Yeah, well, the one thing you can do that with grab, but you have to space it and time it super well. It's very difficult, but it is a fairly solid option if you know how to go for it, and the Kragg isn't ready for the counterplay. You're basically trying to grab near his feet, and then like back throw him. Just try to force to recover low. It's never a great spot to be if you're Clairen.
Ooh, rolling past the spikes.
Yep, tries to double side B. I like it. Funny option. Right now, Whimby's at
200%.
Yeah, I was about to say. Really making the stock count. I'm not sure what it's going to take for Stryde to take the stock, but maybe something big. Or a back air. That works too.
I'd really like to see more parries on these side Bs from Stryde. Like, a lot of the time I do see them trying to catch it with either like a tipper or a side B or something, but honestly, if you can parry it, parry is just the best response to side B.
Yeah, or alternatively, you should be waiting on a platform to punish. That's usually the safest option. If the Kragg's going for the same option every time, like they're just side being straight at you, or they're always going for the turnaround, you can look to punish that. The platform punish is your best catch-all.
Another important thing to know, ooh, waiting a little too long on that up strong. But a lot of Kraggs, after the side B ends, like, for whatever reason, like every Kragg I play just will start mashing parry when it ends. So if you can think to be aware of that, you can just like charge a strong or something. Obviously don't start just like spamming that because then they'll catch on and stop parrying, but
yeah.
Ooh.
A little bit greedy right there. And he still has a hefty lead, but
stocks are even, and this is definitely doable, but Stryde will have to be very careful here.
Yeah.
Already just putting on the damage.
Down
air?
Doesn't get anything off it. Good DI right there. It's barely living. Stryde's playing really well right now.
For sure. Oh, that Nair will whiff.
Oh no. If that was a full hop, that would have been it. I think, at least.
Ooh, mistimes the parry on the spikes. This is really close now.
Yeah, oh no. Whimby leaves the pillar there.
Good tech there, oh my god.
He's been some close calls.
Upstrong? Oh no!
I'm not sure if Upstrong would have hit that time. Stryde needs to figure out an option here.
Ooh, will get hit by that rock.
And
Ooh.
Spike up air is going to be the finisher here. Whimby does not drop the lead. I think both these players have done a pretty good job playing under pressure here and playing from behind and at least almost making these comebacks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They've been some very volatile games so far. You never know just who's going to win it. Also, I love this counter pick, personally. I think Stryde's had some really good counter picks so far.
Yeah, I like this stage.
Same. I like it for some characters. It's very...
I like taking Kragg for stage.
I don't mind taking Kragg here, yeah. For me personally, I like limiting the space that Kragg can camp. Though there are reasons that Kragg would like the stage too. Give him a character like Arcane, where every stage is kind of solid at least.
Yeah. I don't think Kragg really has bad stages.
Also, as you're saying, the side parry. Stride's starting to get better at punishing that.
It's always good to see.
And there we go again. Maybe a little too quick to go for the straight on side Bs. Oh yeah. One thing Whimby you can do when no fun zone is in that position, if I can talk, you can throw rock at the edge of no fun zone and then parry the shards when you get to my frames. I think that one was a little bit too far in for you to really get anything off of it, but it's one of the funniest options in this game. And it'll probably catch most Clairens pretty off guard. Stryde trying to go high again. An interesting, there was no rock tech right there. It didn't end up working out pretty well, but...
I feel like one thing that I'd like to see Whimby a little more aware of is Stryde does keep using his pillar to recover. And a lot of the time Whimby is just like on stage holding rock or something. So if Stryde like keeps using the pillar as a recovery option, I would definitely just be ready to just pop the pillar.
Yeah. I can definitely agree with that. That's been... Pillar's probably done more good for Stryde than it has... Well, at least bad, like off, I don't know, off stage.
Not opting to use it that time.
That does not get the jab right there. I kind of thought Whimby was going for Nair one fair. Which is kind of I'd say it's a generally good option versus Clairen. Her air friction's really bad, so horizontal moves are going to center super far, unless you adjust them like perfectly. Some solid ledge trapping from Whimby right now. I like that follow-up from the rock tech.
Stryde's sitting on a pretty nice lead here, but Whimby will just need one good combo to make up the difference. Thought that was gonna be it.
Yeah, we did see something like this game 2, I believe. No, not game 2. We almost saw this game 1, but the down strong.
Not great DI there.
Nope. That's a funky move. Sometimes you really don't know what way it's gonna send you.
Yeah.
Alright. We are yet again at a game 5 right here. These winner sets, these winner side players are very determined.
For sure.
I don't think this is a bad pick from Whimby at all. I feel like I don't see the stage too often from most characters, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty mediocre for Clairen. The one funny thing you can do with your Clairen is you can Dacus in neutral and it tippers the platform. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's not how you want to lose your first stock.
I personally, at least from what I've seen, I think a lot of Kraggs just really like this stage. Oh no. We're 45 seconds in.
Yeah, that was some unfortunate DI right there. I gotta remember to drift that move out. I could tip her F tilt, but not really getting much off of it. God. Kragg Nair outspacing Clairen Nair right now, it looks like.
Stryde will take Whimby's first stock, but there's a lot of work to do to make up this difference.
It is. Yeah, Stryde's gonna play pretty well. Super early on that parry. I like Stryde to use a dash attack right here. Kind of catching when Whimby's not really doing much at long range. And just using that to burst right in.
Yeah, Clairen dash attack's a really good move.
Yeah.
It's like slow enough that it'll like mess up your parry timing if you're not ready for it, and it covers a lot of space.
It's weird timing where like I feel like for a lot of people it's pretty fast. I've seen some debates over whether or not it's reactable. I'm actually not sure if it is in all situations. But at the same time, if you're able to move out of its range and like kind of just expect it. Oh. And there we see it.
That was so unfortunate. The ugly hitbox did not break the rock.
Stryde just getting stuck there.